Assalamu alaikum. This is Muhammad again, and welcome back to Flextip, to my channel. So we are going to discuss the top 10 expensive countries in the world, and yeah, we are going to start. Number 10 comes the United States of America, the capital Washington D.C., and the most notable cities are the New York, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Honolulu, and the reasons for being expensive country in the world is just because of greedily by the region, and definitely if you have no insurance, and if you're not a citizen of the United States, though, you won't be able to afford the healthcare, the education, the cost of the education and all. It's very expensive if you're not a citizen, and though if you have the insurance, because the citizenship, if you have, then definitely it will not be that expensive as compared to the person who is visitor in US. And expensive luxury goods and affordable alternatives are also the option in the United States. uh, and again, definitely it's very expensive in urban areas as compared to the rural areas in United States of America. Let's go to the next one, and the next one that we have is Sweden. Sweden comes in the ninth, the number the capital is Stockholm, and the notable cities are the Gothenburg and the Malmö and the Uppsala. Yeah, for sure. It's the finance, a well-established social welfare system makes it very expensive. The services are available all over the corner of Sweden. Means wherever you are, the services will be available for you as a student. Cities like Stockholm are known for their high housing costs and public transport fares. Like if you go from one place to another place, it would be very expensive as compared to the prices. And for sure, if you just city stay off your own city, or off your own living area, like your house, it's not that expensive. But if you're living in a rented area, like you're living in a rented house, then definitely it will be very expensive in Sweden. Let's go to the next. The next one is the Japan, number 8. It comes in the number 8. Is the capital is Tokyo. Notable cities are Osaka, Kyoto, Yokohama. Reason for high cost is Tokyo, one of the largest and most expensive cities in the world, like contributes heavily to Japan's high cost of living. Means their people live very expensive, while some goods are maybe cheaper, but most of the time the transportation it comes is very expensive. Though there are various sources of transportation, but again it comes it's counted as very expensive. And eating out is again the option to keep it at number 8, most expensive country in the world. Moreover, just keep it also high standard of living with strong public services that come at a price. And next one is the Hong Kong. Hong Kong capital is itself is the Hong Kong, and notable areas are Central, Kowloon, and Causeway Bay. Reason for the high cost is the real estate prices. Yeah, there if you just go and buy a property, it's very expensive. A sky expensive means they're very expensive. You can't buy a house just because of the prices. With the tiny apartment often costing million of dollars, so yeah, it's very expensive just because of the sky high prices. And you can consider the health and education also the second part of keeping in the Hong Kong most expensive country. The second one means if you go to the next one is number 6 is Singapore. Singapore itself, the capital Singapore, and notable cities, notable areas are Orchard Roads, Marina Bay, and just because it's of the booming economy, just because of traveling, and because of the visitors they go there for spending some time. It's just getting very expensive just because of housing and transportation, and it's booming economy. Yeah, you cannot buy a car there because of the high taxes on the cars, and it's a good decision because if you want to keep the country a booming economy, then you have to find out the ways where you can keep the economy very high. Find out those products which are used by the elite classes, like the cars, like the most expensive products, the imported products which are not used mostly by the common people. So it's a good decision, and it kept it at number six. It's a good decision. Number fifth is the Denmark. The Denmark is Copenhagen, the capital city, and notable cities are Aarhus and Odense and Aalborg. Reason for the high costs is the you can say public services and cost of living, and chiefly basically if you just live there, means public prices and the cost of living is very expensive in Denmark. And yeah, food and transportation are the option to keep the Denmark number fifth in the world as from the expensive countries in the world. Next one is the you can say Luxembourg. Luxembourg itself, the Luxembourg city, the capital of the cities, and the reasons for the high cost is just the GDP. GDP is very high because of its policies and terms and conditions. That's why it kept it Luxembourg. They kept the most expensive number fourth in the world. The next one is Iceland. Iceland is Reykjavik, and notable cities are you can see the Koreri and Furaju. And reasons for high cost is the imported goods. It means that the Iceland mostly focuses on the imports as compared to the exports. So just because of it capped at number three. Number two, you won't believe, is the Norway and Oslo, and the reason for keeping it number two is just because of the social welfare benefits, which contributes in its high costs. Means they keep they take care, they look after their citizens, they take care of the welfare, they take care of the cleanliness, they take care of all the things which belong to the country, which belong to the area where they live in. Groceries, restaurant prices, and the public transport are all costly. So just because of the welfare, social welfare, it is known as the second number in the world. The number one is the Switzerland, and the Switzerland. The reason for the Switzerland is that the capital is the Bern, and the reason for the you can say expensive you can say country in the world is just because of its most expensive country in the world, and it has been keeping number one just because of the high wages, offset for extremely high costs in housing, healthcare, and transportation. Apart from this, Switzerland is known as the most visiting country in the world. People go and visit there. So this is it for today, and definitely, if you like watching my videos, then definitely feel free to subscribe, and stay tuned with me. If you want to ask anything, you can just feel free to comment. Thank you so much for keeping the hold with me.